and passing yards. It's the Eagles and the Patriots on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. We are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records. We now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And it's time to close an exciting week of football here on Monday night. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuffing the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Let's go.
Right to the air with May. Over to Douglas on the sideline, caught. And he's going to get this up. Before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. And very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, here we go. I go.
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Go! Ring it! Alert! Alert! Smash! Smash!
Again, it's Gibbs. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last week into this week and go get them another win.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Into a crowd and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second and 3 now.
Ready, second.
Another one for Gibbs. It's a pickup of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Going play action, May. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
70 Lions. Go.
Operating from the gun, here's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. So once again, Matt Hawk out to punt this away. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Eagles and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's got it at the 30. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Jukes one defender. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And
Still
now
first down.
we're going to wait to see how they respond. From the gun, it's May. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or four. Brings up 2nd down. May now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Matt Hawk on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Eagles will take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Throwing from the gun. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. He'll get this one to Watkins. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Eagles pull that in front further, 13-zip. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Patriots nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New England offense running out now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. .15 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
To the air on first down, May. Throw left side cut by Douglas. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down throw for May. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get...
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop?
Here we go.
That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Go! Street. 19 tight.
Back now, pressure on its way. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
They'll run here following the penalty. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 5 men in the secondary for the Pats. 3rd down. Here's a throw. He beams one deep right side. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Putting the tight end in motion. He's dropping back to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. We'll score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Patriots running their offense out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set. Set up. Set go.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there. loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Let's go.
May now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The best defenses you can go look at through the decades are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he's played, it's no surprise at all that he's leading the NFL in passing. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Pass is hauled in by the running back.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
18 reps. Ready?
From the 19. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Scooped up by the Patriots. 40. At the 20. And New England will return it for the touchdown. The Patriots fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead.
Reload.
T-try coming up.
Check. On my right. Check. Hey. Check that.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots get it back to a 14-point game. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Starting from the 5. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Play action on 1st down. Gets everything he has under this throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Cut out left. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles make it a 3-possession game. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Patriots 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Patriots offense all set to go. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gibbs now from the gun. Breaks the tackle, still going. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. It's the Patriots, lined up with a 2nd and 8.
On the set. Let's go now. Go.
From the 32, he lobs it up, looking deep to the right. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a... The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Operated from the gun, here's May. He's got it over the middle. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Eric Stokes skinned there for the stop. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. This is reeled in by Pittman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Gibbs will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Let's go.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Penalty drops him at the 1, so they've got a couple of shots left at it. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. I go.
Running it after the penalty. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Go. Ready.
To throw. Here's May. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots chop some of the lead off before the half. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown.
Roll, roll, roll.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots get it back to a 14-point game. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This offense headed back to the... There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. They'll throw on first. Taking a deep shot here. That's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. one-sided first half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, so the Patriots headed out on offense again just before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Catch made over the middle. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready? 7-5, 7-5. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 70 ring, 70 ring. Last name 19.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Houston. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock. And independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Ready? Go!
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Set!
He's back to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Let's go now. Set go.
Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So as we reach half, and with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense.
60. 18, Pioneer. Ready, go.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead.
Patriots 14, Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Headed out right. He's keeping it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
Come on, set.
May looking to throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, he gets it back. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. May to throw it. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punt team on the field. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The visitors ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Big gain downfield. And in for the Houston touchdown. Oh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Patriots and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go.
Here we go.
First down throw for May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. May. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. To the air on 1st down, May. Hits him on the out route. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 7. Into the hands of Olave. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. To the air yet again, May. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots continuing to fight at least. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up.
Check, Panther. Hey, check that.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots take 7 points off the deficit. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts some juice on it. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles trying to end this before the final quarter. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
Patriots 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
May now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Throw left side cut by Douglas. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go. At the 37-yard line.
Coming right is Gibbs. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just 1 yard. Could have used considerably more. That's going to bring up 3rd and very long.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Fits it through the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the 1st.
That's good for a Patriots. First down.
A give left side for Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. It's fielded at the 14. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The the Eagles piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Their offense running back out now. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. May now. That's complete to Pittman. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is May. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Going play action, May. Throwing this back in the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers. Set. Buffalo 18.
They go play action here. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one.
Potential grounding, offense.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
3rd and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him that. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Yeah, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you can give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Let's go.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They give to Gibbs on the option. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain.
Go.
Only 1 quarter remains in our...
Score
Ready, break.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Set it.
To throw, here's May. This is complete to Gibbs. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 46.
That's good for Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let go.
May on 1st and 10. Pass complete to Gibbs.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Throw right side finds Pittman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st down throw for May. Has it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Set. Go.
Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
At the 6-yard line.
Alert. Alert. Smash. Smash.
Here's May. Forced out to his right. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. Drake made the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 31. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking for a throw here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go. Set go.
And quick to the left, it's caught. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19-18.
They'll come out throwing. That's completed right side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll throw on 1st. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead.
Patriots 30. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Patriots and receiver Michael Pittman Jr. out and ready for their next series. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
May looking to throw. Into the hands of Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
May now from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So out now comes the punter. Matt Hawk will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here.
79 Bronco. Trap 60.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Motioning the tight end now. To the air now on 1st and 10. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go. Ready.
Throwing it again here. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Patriots.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Throw caught by his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled for a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll throw it. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. Going for it on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Now, so much for seeing a safety, Brock. Things have totally changed now on 1st and 10 across midfield. Operating from the gun, here's May. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's May. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's May. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Their punter making his way out now. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win.